Hello, Shagar here, part 39 of We Happy Few. I am recording this on Wednesday, so you shall be getting this on Thursday. I hope your day was going good. Me, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I am playing a Scotsman that apparently nobody is really too keen on looking at. I have an outfit. I have two outfits. None of them conform to the normal district. So we are continuing exactly where we left off because I am recording 2 hours in a row. With that being said, let's get started.
I don't have time for this nonsense.
You are literally missing nothing between the last two recordings.
Take your drive or take your...
I don't understand. I don't care.
Yes, all of you just simply go away.
I don't have time for this nonsense.
You've been in a fight?
Yes, from bees. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get somewhere.
My goodness, what happened to your outfit?
Really?
I see you! Right, bloody down! You're only making it harder on yourself! Oi! Stop being so bloody difficult! Down! Put that down! That's it. Keep running. One of it.
Really?
Good night, Downer. I'll put a damper on you. Cheer up. Really bringing me down. Bloody hell! I'll fix it. Say goodnight. Downer.
Wait, what? Why am I being shut down?
Keep calm! We'll have none of that around here.
Come out, wherever you are. I've got better things to do.
Pull! Black dog, where did you go?
Nat!
Okay. Fit them in among workers and raise no suspicion when fixing traps.
The spirit!
Hopefully this works better.
I'll fix it. Right, enough of that then. Time for tea?
I'm putting a stop to this right now!
Well, you wanted me to. I'm out of combat. Why is my fist still up?
Right! I'm done fooling around. Oi! Bitch! Say good night!
Good night.
Put that! Oh, fix ya! Oi!
Sorry.
Ollie, I didn't ask you here, did I? If you take enough joy, sometimes one forgets the silliest things.
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in fucking rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile, and when you smile, you can't help being happy.
You were kind to me even when I got confused. I had no one else to turn to.
Oh, Ollie.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No, Ollie. People do not need to know the truth. Truth is the enemy of happiness. Isn't that the decision we all made?
Oh, but you know the truth, don't you? There's not a thing I can tell you that you don't already know. Is there?
No. It's better not to know. You, of all people, should understand that.
I'm truly sorry about this, Miss Bing.
Help! There's a donor in my...
Good job, Ollie.
Is this some sort of silly prank?
When I left the village, I thought you people knew what you were doing. Turns out, well, I've been keeping to myself.
I have a pillbox in my kitchen. Would you mind terribly bringing me my joy?
Oh, no, I can't.
Please, Ollie. You were never cruel.
I'm a soldier, Mom. They teach you to be cruel. I need to see the executive committee.
They won't listen. You'll only upset them, and then they'll take more joy and forget. They don't want the whole truth. No one wants the whole truth.
You know what, Miss Bing? I'll come back. I'll come back when you're in your right mind.
No! You can't, please. I'll take you to the executive committee. I'll walk you there. Anything, just please. Give me my joy! I need my joy. Why won't you give me my joy?
Sure, I'll go get it for you right away. Now, where would a woman stash her joy?
I'm afraid joy is after my time.
Find the joy. Ooh, I need those.
Here we go. She certainly hates to be off her joy, doesn't she?
You're not going to give it to her.
Well, I'm basically taking everything that isn't nailed down. That's what I'm doing first. Oh, I don't need the frying pan.
So, she's got coffee with a bit of sugar, milk.
Be in a maid outfit, that's gonna be funny. Now you can attend to Madame. Wear this in Victoria's house to answer the door. Yes, let's search the open fire. Okay, Happy New Year. January 1st, 1962. Happy New Year, my dear. Congratulations on your promotion to Executive Council to the Executive Committee. I feel certain this was one of Wellington Wells' happiest years. Thank you for all your hard work. Your Happy Joy Face campaign has been a rousing success. I will remember when you suggested putting joy in the water. You were right after all. I am proud to call you my daughter. Keep up the good work. Your father, General Byng. Dictated, not read. Okay, in which Oliver improvises. In which Oliver does the first thing that pops into his head. Oliver had never been one of those people, like ministers and the general, who could talk to anyone about anything and sound fascinated. So he ought to have guessed that his conversation with Miss Victoria was going to go badly. But it was not really his fault. This conversation went badly because Miss Victoria was off her head. Indeed, one of the regular people of Wellington Wells was in his right mind. Indeed, none of the regular people of Wellington Wells was in his right mind. Many of them had not seen the insides of their right mind since 1952. That was the year everyone decided that everyone had to take joy every day. Joy did not really make the Wellies happy, as far as Oliver knew. It made them forget a wee bit, and that made them a wee bit less sad. But Oliver suspected that they had not really forgotten all the sad things. They were only pretending. And the thing that scared the Wellies most was someone would not play the pretending game. Because if one person stopped playing, it was as if he had taken his ball and gone home. And then no one could play the game at all anymore. When Oliver came to see Miss Victoria, oh best beloved, she did not want to hear about any sort of fake tanks. She shouted that Oliver was not playing pretend, and she attempted to run away. That made Oliver very embarrassed. He needed to talk to Miss Victoria, but if she ran away, it would be very hard to talk to her. So he did the first thing that came to his head, indeed the only thing, which was a kidnapping. When Oliver was a child, Bella. When Oliver was a child, he had to read Robert Louis Stevenson's Kidnapped, and he had decided to grow up to be a pirate. But now that he was behaving piratically, with an actual proper lady thrown over his shoulder like a screaming sack of potatoes, he did not like it at all. He felt too much like he had when he had lived in the village many years ago, and the bald man began to appear on every television screen. But needs must when the devil drives. I have no idea what that means. And so, piratically, Oliver tied Miss Victoria to a chair and carried her off to be a captive on the side of the room of her own house. October 5th, 1964, to Clive Britwhistle from Victoria Byng regarding insubordination. There is nothing wrong with your bloody office except that it is too small to hold your inflated ego. You seem to think that if you do a terrible job and gossip about me, don't think I don't hear what you have said to Daedry. I'll promote you, and frankly, Arthur's throughput is twice yours, as far more accurate. Do not send this to Clive. Take another joy.
I don't think she likes him very much.
Ooh, you're taking that. Might as well put that back, make sure nobody really... Though she probably heard it and would have realized. Sorry, Miss Bing, I'm still looking for your joy. I can't seem to find it anywhere. Okay, July 1932. Regestion Control Central Prison. My darling Victoria, I'm sure your father has told you his version of why I've been sent away. Please know that I love you and never intended to leave you. I hope that someday you'll understand that I was doing my own duty, just as he does his. India cannot remain under British rule any longer. Surely even he can see that. I fear for your future if he takes you back to England. I was there for boarding school, and for all they give you, your rank at the table, and seat you as is proper for the daughter of a Mahara, when they look at you when they see a wog. You won't be half English. In England, you will always be a wog, no matter how hard you work to imitate their ways. I'm writing to your grandfather, asking him to take you in while your father goes back to England. He did not mean to shout at you when you called his palace backwards for not having electric fans. He was thinking about politics. Please be a good girl and make up with His Highness your grandfather. I suspect that you'll disregard my advice as it comes from prison. Your father must seem like the much smarter parent right now, but someday you will know all things that I know. I hope you will understand who you are and what your true duty is before it is too late. Your loving Mummy. Oh, we got another letter. Okay. Letter from Bing's wife. July 1932. From Central Prison. Dear Pinky, or should I call you Colonel Bing now? I am sure that you'll say that having me arrested was your duty, but duty to whom? Does not your own family command your loyalty? I thought you were different, but you're like other Englishmen. How very confident for you to be done of your Indian wife before you sail home. Once you were dazzled by my father's palace and connections, without which you might still be a junior officer. But when your orders came from England, you began to see me with different, more critical eyes, didn't you? Or perhaps you found out that I contacted a solicitor. Divorce is rather scandalous among the officer set. Perhaps you worried it would harm your career. Oh, but now you've made the great sacrifice of arresting your own wife. You might even get promoted to general for your patriotism. Bravo, Pinky, bravo. Your English do go for the duty above all tosh. You may fool others with it, but I will always know exactly who you are. Perhaps that is the true reason you can no longer bear to meet my eyes. I no longer know how to sign off on a letter to you. Neither love nor yours seems appropriate anymore. Lily. P.S. I've asked my father to take Victoria when you sail for England. Don't pretend to object. You've undoubtedly been trying to think of a face-saving reason to leave her behind. What with her being the half-Indian daughter of a revolutionary. How very inconvenient that you would be back... that would be for you back home. September 6, 1964, Dearest V. By the time you read this, I'll be gone. Leaving you is the hardest part of what I have to do. You were right about my being off Joy. The others were too easy to fool. But you, of course, were always so attuned to my moods. I'm sorry for saying that you were just imagining it, but I did so just to protect you. You must know by now my true feelings for you, though I suspect they are not reciprocated. Please don't come looking for me. We both know that your sense of duty is at the core of your being. I will always remain your true friend, even though our paths must now diverge. Yours truly, Prue. Okay, that's really odd, a bathroom being upstairs from the master... I'm assuming that's the master bedroom.
This is what you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm afraid I can't let you have it.
Why the fuck are you doing this? You evil downer bastard! I am gonna kill you! I am going to kill you!
Sorry, I need my words to stick in your head instead of flying right out the other ear.
I've got to answer the blower. People depend on my decisions.
She's got her own pneumatic. I better answer it. Who the hell is Clive Birthwhistle?
You should find out if she likes him or not. You can't trust her, of course. Maybe there's a letter or something somewhere.
They're going to need an answer right away. You don't know how critical my answers are.
Okay, I was already in here. What about here? That's the outside. Okay. October 10th, 1964, to Miss Victoria Bing from Clive Birthwhistle regarding Arthur's office. As Arthur's office is now vacant, I do hope you will see your way to letting me have it. We all saw how he behaved at Deirdre's party. He's probably gone on holiday by now. I hope you will not keep his office vacant as you did Prudence's. Not that I'm questioning your authority. I know you and Prudence were so fond of each other. I am merely concerned that prime office is going to waste. Surely someone as efficient-minded as yourself can see that, Clive. P.S. Arthur was only senior to me because I made a lateral transfer from the Bureau of Civic Happiness. His office should have been mine all along. Get back to work.
Dear Mr. Birthwhistle, thank you so much for your suggestion. May I suggest you spend a little more time pondering your work and less time pondering where you do it?
That sounds like her, all right.
Off you go.
This is all some clever joke, isn't it? It's terribly funny, Ollie. Let's just call this a prank, and you can untie me now. Please.
Well, that's my regular off-site executive committee meeting. Won't they be surprised to find you've tied me up? What unconvincing lie are you going to try to fob them off with?
You better answer it.
What do I say?
Tell them you're the general and the meeting's been postponed.
Well, that would require me wearing the suit.
Ollie, she's going to scream if you don't gag her.
Get away!
Hello, it's Beatrice Dalrymple from the Executive Committee.
I'm so sorry, something's come up. Please come back tomorrow.
Is that General Bing?
Yeah, I haven't got time to chit-chat. We're trying to save the world.
All right. Tomorrow then. Tomorrow, I guess.
I hope Miss Bing didn't sneak off while I wasn't looking.
Take the key and lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. Take the key and lock her up, my fair lady.
I brought some food.
I made them sing, Ollie, so they wouldn't be afraid. But then they had to get on the train. Do you remember how they screamed?
Aye, I remember. All except my daughter.
Your daughter?
Aye, Margaret. Because she was dead. You've got to eat.
I'll throw it right back up.
What was it your dad fed you when you were sick and couldn't eat anything else?
Coffee yogurt.
I'll bring some.
Give me my joy! Why won't you give me my joy?
I'll get you that coffee yogurt.
Why won't you give me my joy? Why won't you give me my joy?
All right, coffee yogurt. What is yogurt exactly?
It's fermented milk, like cheese, only it doesn't curdle.
So I just need some old milk and some coffee.
And probably some sugar to make the medicine go down.
Okay, I got it all.
Well, that's coffee yogurt a la Starkey. I hope she's not particular.
Everything is quite all right. Sleepy tight, nighty night. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady.
I think you better give her that yogurt.
I never heard that version before.
This is awful. You've ruined it. Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?
I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, that will be the gardeners. Perhaps you can suggest some lovely colour combinations.
I think you better answer that.
I didn't realise she was quite this popular.
Get away!
So who am I pretending to be?
You could always pretend to be the maid.
Who is it?
It's Brown, the gardener. Could you get Miss Bing?
I'm sorry, she's very busy.
You should have said that she's out.
She's very busy being out.
I'll leave it with you then. Would you, open up, please?
I haven't got time to shave.
Well, wrap something around your face.
And I'm a fat, ugly Scotsman.
Not all maids are thin, pretty, and French.
You've got all the bloody answers, haven't you?
Just a minute.
You better make sure she's out of sight.
So,
Totally called
should
it.
I stick her in a closet somewhere?
I'm afraid so.
That should do it.
Here's the counting of all the gardening supplies. She can pay me next week. Cheerio.
I'll see that she gets it. There are acts of heroism you never get a medal for, and they're some of the bravest.
I need air! Open the door! I'm suffocating!
No, you're not.
I think you'd better let her out. No, you may not just leave her in there for a bit.
I didn't say a word.
She's in your head.
Well, that's a good look for you. Suits you. You might want to shave a bit.
Christ almighty, can't these people think for themselves?
You must let me answer my messages. They won't know what to do on their own. I promise I won't put in any secret cries for help. I just need to answer.
Well, I'm going to answer for you. So, in which Miss Victoria weeps for joy. Our hero was not very experienced in the way of crying women. Indeed, oh best beloved, he had once married, only to find that his beloved wife cried every night for reasons he could never fathom. And so it had been a brief marriage. So he did not know how to talk to Miss Victoria, for she would not stop crying. For she wanted nothing in the world so much as her pills of joy, and Oliver could not give them to her, not if he wanted to have that talk. He was going to have her kidnapped a bit longer, and that meant he would have to feed her, and she would only eat coffee yogurt. Unfortunately, you could no longer buy any kind of milk in Wellington Wells. All the cows of Wellington Wells had been eaten during the lean years. Still, such a thing as powdered milk existed. Ugh. I don't think I really had that, so I couldn't comment. It just sounds weird. And where there was powdered milk, there could be yogurt. Oliver was neither a cook nor a chemist, but he was an expert scrounger. He had found water in the Kalahari Desert, and he had found a pineapple in a trek across the highlands. And he had found a decent English pub in Antwerp. Antwerp? Sounds French to me. He had faith that if he tried, he could find milk and coffee and keep Miss Victoria fed.
Who the hell is Prudence Holmes?
You really ought to get out more, Ollie.
Alright, and the blower message says, October 9th, 1964, to Miss Victoria Byng from Constable Headquarters regarding Prudence Holmes. Dear Miss Byng, we are attempting to ascertain the whereabouts of one of your employees, Prudence Holmes. We fear she may have become a downer. Have you seen her at your office or domicile or received any indication of her whereabouts? We would like to know when you last spoke to her. Regards, Constable Sickert. Prudence. I think Prudence. Nope, haven't seen her.
Just let me point them in the right direction.
Well, I can't talk to you, so... She's around. I need to take more glucose. All better. She's around, she's been gone, she's around, she's been gone, she's around. She's been gone.
All right. I'm afraid she's been gone from the office for some time. Good luck. Why do I feel like a squealer? Off you go.
I was your friend. The only one who was nice to you. Why would you do this to me?
Because you're not helping me.
Have you at least got a cigarette?
They'll kill you, you know.
Whoever told you that?
Last time I managed to dig some out of the rubble, a house collapsed on me. I nearly died.
Give me some joy! I need my joy!
You'll feel better soon. Ish, I think.
Miss Bing? Oh, Miss Bing? It's Constable Naismith.
You're busier than a one-legged man at an arse-kicking contest, aren't you?
You won't fool the bobbies. They'll expect their sandwiches.
I think he's getting upset. Ollie, you better talk to him.
Oh, sorry, Constable. Miss Bing is not here.
Well, if you don't mind, Ma'am, I'll make my own determination as to her localization.
No, come right in.
Miss Bing? You around?
You better get Miss Bing back to the closet.
Sorry, Constable's gone on holiday. Goodbye.
The children won't stop screaming.
You have to talk to them. Then they settle down for a bit.
Are you mad?
Aye. We could have saved them, you know. The tanks were made of papier-mâché. Little Artie Hastings tore a hole in one of them.
What could that possibly matter now?
I suppose it doesn't. Except that's just the first lie. Then comes the victory that wasn't, and then the happy pills, and the Simon Says because the kids are all gone. You can paint loaves of bread on the shop windows all you like, but if people don't wake up, we're all going to starve to death.
Please, give me my joy.
Oh, I need you here with me, Ma'am. Not off in Neverland with Wendy and Peter.
All right. The tanks were papier-mâché. The children didn't have to get on the train. Poor Margaret Worthing didn't have to die.
Nah, she didn't.
We go to City Hall, back entrance. There's a private elevator. The code is 0126.
The date of the victory.
I'll write you a letter of transit. It won't be enough. People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. That's what we have to do, Ollie. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Then why would you help me?
There hasn't been a baby born in Wellington Wells in 17 years. We don't talk about that.
I'd forgotten that.
Let's go see the executive committee.
People have to know.
In an hour, you horrible little man. I won't even know you exist.
Well then.
You have to find the letters of transit.
I can't stay here. Victoria's probably run to the police already.
Then hurry! Find them!
Right. Don't on, Mr. Nice Guy.
Well, that was unexpected.
Ow! But I've got a letter of transit now. I'll see the executive committee in the parade. I'll tell them the food's running out. I'll make them listen.
Guess I'll get you next time.
Oh, I need you. I need to see if I can make a first aid kit. But first... definitely. And I only have one skill point available. Crafting. First aid kits, yes. Medicated balm. Definitely. Glucose syringe. Healing. Nope. And you. I probably have to be the ugliest looking maid ever. My character doesn't even reflect the look. That would be very interesting to see. But first I want to go down the hatch. And I have to remember I cannot run no matter how much I want to. Because I don't even have the OUP.
Have a pipe for me.
Mouldy and dank. Just how I like it. It's a dangerous business. You step onto the tracks, and if you don't keep your feet, there's no knowing whether you might be swept off to.
Very good. In which Oliver develops an unexpected headache. Oliver was a trusting person at school. The lads lied to him, and so had the teachers. And he had worked for the general through a war and occupation, and the general lied to the newspaper and to his men and the Germans and to Oliver. For some reason, he always found it difficult to believe that somebody was lying to him. He had never imagined that Miss Victoria of all people would stoop so low as to lie to him. But Miss Victoria was not a master of her fate, nor the captain of her soul. Joy was. And so she convinced Oliver that she was on his side when she was not. Oliver had never known Miss Victoria to lift up a chair or indeed anything heavier than a riding crop. She loved to carry the crop in memory of her long-gone polo pony. He certainly had never seen her hit anyone. Her words were weapons enough. So he was not expecting her to hit him over the head with the chair, which was a surprise. Oliver was sad. His head ached from being hit with a chair, which is something you should never do to people, oh best beloved, but his heart ached more. He had always admired Miss Victoria. She was a bit haughty, but she was dignified. Many of the common people of the town said rude and terrible things behind her back, for they did not know how brave and dignified the Indians are. They only knew the waiters of restaurants, not the brave sepoys of the Indian Army. When he had known Miss Victoria, she had never lied to anyone about anything, even when it would have been the practical thing to do. But she pretended to agree with our hero, and then she bashed him in the head with a chair, and he woke up with an awful headache. But there was no time to ponder the ravages of joy or headaches. Oliver still had to reach the executive committee in its ire in the parade district, and if Miss Bing would not help him, he would have to find another way there. Spitfire and Sandman. Blue Molotov. Nice. Make me more syringes. Cool. Make me some sandwiches.
Now, tinkering, that's a thing I know.
Magic 2. Go. Okay, and the next thing I want to do is go to the shady dealer. Actually, first thing I want to do is go back here.
Well, Meg, shall we walk to Inverness, Edinburgh, or what's left of Aberdeen?
And deal with the mystery chest.
In Aberdeen, they fought from the sewers.
So I want to equip the padded suit. Yep, I'm going the right way. Okay. So, agents only.
Kill me! Please don't kill me!
Okay. Nothing there. I want to now head to the mystery box.
Who's she talking to on all the telephones?
I just want them to stop screaming, that's all.
Please don't hurt me.
Mind the side effects. Ooh, but there's a big one we don't mention, isn't there?
This is a waste of both our time. Come out and take your medicine.
Quite away from the music halls, aren't we?
Okay, wait a day or two. I can do that. But I'm not going to actively do that. I'm just going to kind of, you know, let it happen on its own. here.
Ah, the undiscovered country.
Now I'm doing pretty good on my injections, so I shouldn't really have to worry about honey.
Do you ever wonder if those eyes in the dark are rats? Or something worse?
I just need to get a hold of some more empty syringes, which is why we're going to try the vendor first. House, Joy Booth, Miss Chippy Park, Waterloo House, Honeybee Nest. I'm almost tempted to go to those honeybee nests since there's two of them, like, right there. Wait, why are you pissed? What did I do? Oh, I guess I'm not conforming. I think I forgot to switch my outfit. Yes, please go away. No, I'm conformed.
Clever one.
Oh, you are one of those... I see. You're one of those red-headed bobbies.
Ah! You won't get away. Good as gone.
And that's exactly where I need to go to. But I need to go this way. This might be the alleyway. Nope. Looks like it might be inside a building. Oh no, it's in an alleyway.
What can I do you for today?
Almost rugby season, isn't it?
I'm not surprised you're not finding what you want. I used to have more interesting stock. Then Lionel Cashier robbed me.
Lionel? Of the odds and bobs?
Sure. Went out to fly, model citizen. Where do you think his stock comes from? We haven't had a factory since the late, great, thing we don't talk about. I told the bobbies, but they just laughed. He pays them off, you know.
You don't believe him, do you?
Well, supposing I were to lend you a hand.
You're not serious?
Let's suppose that bullet-headed Bobby wound up somehow in the bin near the odds and bobs. There'd be a nice commission on whatever of my stuff we retrieve.
You're going to attack a policeman?
Don't get all up on your high horse. Who cares what I'm going to do from day to day?
Okay. You don't even have what I'm looking for.
I'm afraid I'm not finding it.
Okay, so the next thing... quest. I don't feel like dealing with it at night right now. That's my cue to take a syringe. Oh, great. I have to... Oh wait, I have a short spike I can use.
Couldn't be better, thanks.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. The Executive Committee have decided to close the parade to visitors for the duration.
Duration of what?
They neglected to specify, sir. But I have been specifically informed that it is unrelated to the dispersion of plague. So, you may put your mind at ease in that regard.
Then how the fuck am I supposed to get to the parade, you bell-headed turd?
Perhaps you can dig a tunnel, sir. Good luck!
For fuck's sake! He wasn't helping me anyways.
Aren't there already tunnels?
For the train tracks, oh sure, but there's no way past the hatch on the other side. Believe me, I've tried.
Then how does the Mottling get to the village from the mines on Appleholme?
You're right, there must be tunnels. I've no idea where.
Do I have to spell it out for you?
Dr. Faraday! Oh yes, she designed the Mottling flow system. Oh, she's got to have the blueprints for the Mottling tunnels.
Bravo, Ollie. One day you won't need me anymore.
Don't you start talking nonsense, lassie. I'll go see Dr. Faraday. So the parade's locked up tighter than a vicar's bumhole. Lovely. But there's the Mottling tunnels. Dr. Faraday has to have a map. Maybe she'll let me make a copy.
You realize you're talking nonsense to a figment of your imagination, right? Ollie. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yep. I always miss the wrong turn. Oh, not you.
There's the guilty
I
bugger.
see ya!
Right
You're
there.
coming with me!
United after all.
That's the one what done it.
I see the killer.
They did it! I know they did!
Ah, great. Where to hide? Oh, lovely! I'm back where I started. Oh wait, no, I'm not. That's where I want to go. No downers.
Careful. You know how there's all that joy gas in there? It's going to make you throw up. You better wear a gas mask. You know what joy does to you.
The next thing I'm going to do is craft my grog. Actually, I think I already used the perk that does it. Yep, I can take joy without the throwing up.
I wish you wouldn't take all those drugs. You don't think clearly enough as it
is. Simon says, step on one lit platform.
Take a flying fuck at the moon! Wait, I didn't say Simon says.
Ollie!
There's no one here but us ravens.
Okay, now what? I'm stepping on the lift platform. Oh, there we go.
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Simon says, step on 2 platforms.
Simon says, go drown yourself in the river!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice. Step on 3 lit platforms. Ha 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 ha! I didn't say Simon says. Now, Simon says, step on 3 lit platforms.
Back in your ma's fanny, you wank stain!
Fantastic! You did it! Here's some joy. You can never have too much joy, can you? Happiness is a choice.
Yeah, that's not really
Now, for the last challenge, Simon says, step on all the lit platforms.
At Toon and match Snell, you bloody charlatan! Ball your head! You're the first wee dick that's ever made me long for the real Jack!
Sure to enjoy your day.
Okay, and on that note, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. This has been Shagar for We Happy Few for today. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will answer them as quickly as I can. So until next time, this is Shagar signing off. I hope you all have a good day, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.